so you have more than the maximum power and speed right now.
Yep. I'm hardcore like that.
Apparently. Did you cheat to get to this point?
Nope, no cheating.
Yeah.
I don't think this game is going to require cheating, to be honest.
Oh, good. This is an actual real game, though, so it should actually be balanced.
I mean, it's an actual real fever dream more so than it's an actual real game, but it is an actual real game as well as being an actual real fever dream.
It can be both.
It can certainly be both, because it is. What is this game? No title, asks Van Whitman. Is it the title is set, isn't it? It's okay, wait. If what you're confused about is the fact that there is no title screen, I am the one cheat I'm doing is that I've been playing this with a translator for a couple weeks, but due to time zones, I wasn't able to stream that. So we're jumping in mid-game here.
Hooray!
I will be editing the rest into videos, and so eventually you'll be able to catch up. This game is such a fever dream, you don't really need... And, like, you don't need to know what else has happened. You could dive right in. It'll be fine. You will not have any reduced understanding from diving right in.
You said it'll eventually be a video series. We streamed Ultima 6 most recently, and Ultima 5 is just starting to come out as a video series.
My editing is extremely slow. I actually, so that was like the kick in the pants that I needed to get more editing done, because I was like, wait, Ultima 6 is now done, and I haven't even edited Ultima 5. Shit. Van Whitman apparently knows it, and Van Whitman says it's Nemuru Mayu as opposed to Nemuru Mayu.
I don't know what you just said different.
Like long oo in Mayu versus short oo.
I could believe that. I don't know the word cocoon in Japanese, so...
Then why are you even here?
Good question. I ask myself that every day. It's great when you're so sick that your back hurts for no reason.
So if you are watching the video series of this in like 2027 or whatever, then
for the next around the time of the next U.S. election, then
if you are watching this in 2027 or whatever, then you know the background, so I apologize for re-explaining a lot of things as we go when we're streaming, because nobody on the stream knows what the hell this is.
Hint, you could just cut this part out.
No, I'm not going to explain it all.
Oh, because you're going to do it
dive
as you
in.
play.
Yeah.
Got it.
Explanation will be required. Speaking of diving in.
Understood.
Speaking of diving in, let's play a video game. So
I recognize that first character.
Oh, this is just you've successfly saved. This is not that. I guess I'll, just for the sake of it, I will translate it for the viewing audience. Record completed. Yeah, like you've saved. Oh yeah, the way I'm sharing it with you. You're not going to get the live translation, but I'll be reading them anyway. Sorry, Mom. Okay.
I'll just have to figure it out from the Japanese. My Japanese is that good.
Yeah, definitely. And also, you don't need to figure it out because this game is nonsense.
Yes.
What system is this for, asked Nettie? This is for PlayStation, and I think that you will notice how PlayStation it is. It is not hard to imagine that this is for PlayStation. Oh, dang it. I have Dream credits. I don't want to go... Okay, so this game, you go into the Dream Dungeon, and then events happen in the Dream Dungeon that get you Dream credits, but most of the time they fill up your Dream credits. So if you have some spare Dream credit, you really ought to use it.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to... You're not even going to get, like, the game part of this game first. We're going to go into the lesson. I guess I'm going to go into code training. Do I want to do something else? Weapon training might be worth it. I wonder... Okay, I haven't done weapon training before. Let me save state before going into weapon training. Oh, is this going to say you can't do this?
Who's Kasoa?
Let's see if the translation knows. This is... No. So I
person's
think
name,
I got a
presumably.
different translation from the translator, but this is the dream spirit who's guiding me.
And their name is Kasoa.
Oh, okay. He pronounced it Kasoa, so I guess I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't click, but yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, Kasoa, okay.
Okay, it increases the number of times you can use the weapon. Okay, you have a limited number of uses of the weapon per like delving into the dream world, so having more of those would be good. Yes, let's do weapon training. If you die in the dream, you die for real, has Kyle in chat? No, very much not. Oh, God. I already regret this.
Slim, wide, multi... It's handy that a lot of this is actually in English, though.
Well, it is Japanese, so it's going to be,
yes.
you know, basically English pronounced funny. I would like
Telling
to
you to
hear
listen to something, I guess.
Well, would you like to listen to an explanation of the training
Gotcha.
method was the, translation. Step 1. Red souls, balls, will fall alternately from the devices at the top of the screen. Okay, so the screen devices are going to drop their balls on me.
Mm-hmm. Two bars.
Operate the 2 bars with the left and right direction keys to match the soul and press L. Is this breakout? Is this going to be Brickle breakout, block breaker, whatever? Match and press the L1.
So you're trying to match things, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused because you left and right to match the soul and then press L1 and L2. So probably I have to catch them essentially and press L1 or L2 when I catch them. So the training has nothing to do with the rest of the game, except that you need to do it in order. So this is why I don't know anything about this particular training. This is not a puzzle game, Kyle. You are not getting an experience of the actual game here. It will get way stranger. When the bounced soul hits the back of the screen, it's Breakout. I love Breakout. I don't have a problem with that. I suspect that all it was saying is you can use left and right or L1 and L2 to...
is it going to be Breakout, but like forward and backwards instead of up and down?
I doubt it, but we're about to find out.
I don't think it's going to be up and down.
Depending on the type of the destroyed panel, various results can be obtained. To increase the number of weapon uses, please destroy the up panel. Oh, I can get... Okay. Oh, yeah, like, look at the words around the outside. Slim, wide, multi-time, up. So that I can get different results based on what I destroy.
Yeah.
And the up panels are various shades of yellow. It's like up quarks and down quarks. They're not...
Yes, yes.
Up is just an abstract description.
Yeah.
So there is a dungeon in this game, but now you're bouncing balls, says Nettie. Yeah, we'll get to the dungeon. The dungeon is most of the game, even though that's not what we're experiencing right now. When the time limit reaches 0, the lesson will end. Wasn't there a Power Glove game like this, asks Kyle? This is not the game. Don't worry about it. This is not actually the game.
This just says begin weapon training.
Yeah. Oh.
You gotta knock the balls as they fall into the...
Okay, I'm getting it now. I'm not getting it enough, but I'm getting it. Oh my god, this is impossible.
It's gonna be hard. Also, I think you probably don't want to hit the downs, although I don't think you have a choice, I guess, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's no penalty to rapid fire, it looks like.
Okay, so this is my strategy. It's like impossible impossible. Wow, okay, my strategy sucks as it turns out.
Yeah. Told you it was going to be forward backward, but it's not even Breakout because it doesn't like continue.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to very well let me do sort of both at the same time. So
Oh, okay, I see. So get a rhythm, LR. It does look like they alternate between going left and right.
Okay, that wasn't very good, but I mean, it got me 2 more uses of the weapon, so I'm gonna go with that. How do you know when it lands, asked Van Whitman? I assume that you had some control, but it's like impossible because it's too fast. Successfully increase the number of weapon uses. Do I click again? Okay. Okay.
You still have 13 dream credits to spend.
Yeah, that's good. I actually wanted to have 12.
Okay,
because
that's fine,
that is exactly how much code training uses. Code training will give you a better sense of what this game actually plays like. Then we'll actually play the game, and that'll give a much better sense. I might actually increase the relevant almighty magic.
The Yahweh magic.
The Yahweh magic. Okay, so if I'm gonna save
Magic
state
arrow
before
1,
this just so I can
magic arrow
reload faster.
2, magic arrow 3.
Yes, I can get magic arrow, which I don't know whether I have. Let's get it. So mostly what this is a rhythm game with absolutely no like actual background rhythm to help you get the rhythm. It's a rhythm game designed by imbeciles. So hear that duh, 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 with absolutely no backing track to help you. You have to just recreate exactly that pattern. It does, like, it fills in the glyph in a way that, like, you can kind of make a guess, but it's too abstract and weird. So mostly you just have to memorize the sound.
So this is just Japanese calligraphy, the game, except it's not even Japanese, but like it's meant to be Japanese calligraphy.
Well, so I imagine that the particular aspect, I haven't gotten a 5 yet, I imagine that the particular aspect to which that's true is that the sort of mysticism around calligraphy that sometimes exists is this.
But also, like, but the thing about calligraphy is, like, the stroke order is super important, and, like, the strokes can be opaque to somebody who doesn't know about them before. And so I guess the connection I'm making is that the rhythm is taking place of the stroke order and like, stroke pattern.
Okay, well, we just got some more magic, and that should take 12 of those dream credits. That'll leave me with 1, but, like, who cares about 1? There's nothing I can do with 1. Okay, let's go ahead and save what we've just accomplished. Data. And then we'll actually go into the dungeon, and you'll see what this actual game is. It'll be great.
Hey-ho.
I just entered random characters for my name. Occasionally they'll say my name, and it's just like Kaduga Balada Hey-ho. It's I don't remember what it is. It's just random sounds.
I didn't see the first part of it, yeah.
Don't you worry about it. Your name does not matter. It's just a word.
I was like, hey-ho, that sounds not Japanese to me for some reason.
Because what comes first tends to be read first, since a lot of because that's how they came to be. Okay, let's actually go into the dungeon. So this is the main part of the game. We've got doping, we've got life points, we've got image points.
Doping? What?
Yep. This game is principally about doping.
Doping, like taking drugs.
Yes.
Gotcha. They just like, they're fine with that. Oh, and it's your favorite kind of game.
Well, look at the top left.
Oh, okay. There's a map. I see.
And not only that, but it remembers where you've been. So basically, you just look at the top left.
Yeah, I was about to say, so you're just looking at the top left.
Yeah.
Key. E.
Yeah, I already have this key because we've already gone through the first few levels. Oh, am I not even going to get an enemy down here? I had to fight an enemy down up here just to give you an example. So there's the cocoons.
Oh.
And in each
it kind of
cocoon
reminds me of a tonberry a little bit.
Is an enemy, which we get to
now
fight.
Now it's not a tonberry. Now it's just a
well,
horror.
it's a cocoon, and each cocoon has a different nightmare creature in it.
Okay. Well, this is Rotsu Nero. Rotsu Nero. I don't know what it means, but...
Yeah, level 7. Goodbye.
That sounded like the same rhythm as all the other one. Or the other one
so those two have a very similar but not identical rhythm. But you can only memorize 3 spells, and I've somewhat prioritized them to be spells that have a similar rhythm.
I see,
I'll actually remember.
I understand.
We're gonna go downstairs. I think I saw someone played this a long time ago, but in English, says Ben Whitman. I don't think this game is, as far as I know, this game has not been translated.
the animations are creepily smooth.
Well, remember, this is the PlayStation 1, so it has, like, proper 3D rendering, and there is essentially no reason for it to have this style.
Correct.
Where's that? There we go. I'm going to attack this trap, and it will give me life points I didn't really need. This is a life point recovery item. Recovers a quite generous 200 lips. That was a enemy traps. Oh, the game is not, but that was not the game. That was just an experience we got to have on the way to the game bit. This is one of my most hated enemies.
It's an Granero.
Level 8, hell yeah. Goodbye. There's some drugs. Ooh, is this 18 minutes of life up? Let's see what the translation says. Additional life potion for 18 minutes. Oh. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and there's more drugs. God, the best. Oops, I just immediately cleared that, so I don't know what that message said. Acceleration for 3 minutes. Now we get to see how doping works, because I'm definitely going to dope that life medicine. So you'll see one of those doping bars fills up.
I see that, yeah.
And then it says, congratulations, you're on drugs now? And I get more life points for 18 minutes.
I see.
Kyle, they're image points. Those are actually named in English. IP is image points, you can see on the right.
But you can only take so many drugs at one time, I see.
You can only, you can only dual drug. You can only do dual doping. You can't go past dual doping. At some point, we'll get to what all those letters mean as well, but I haven't actually ran into any traps yet, and that's... all right,
well, I haven't ran into... but it was an enemy trap.
Yeah. I've gone, I think, to level 5 so far in this game, and there's like 18 or 20 levels or something, so... The image points are your experience, by the way. Would you like to proceed or something, asked Van Wemmen. Yeah, your spirit guide warns you about going to lower levels of the dungeon, because, you know, they're more dangerous.
Got a Tomberry cocoon.
And this time, it is this freak, Meatball Man.
Umebo. So
9, yeah!
I think umeboshi, isn't that the, like, sour plum? So maybe
I mean, look at it. I could believe that.
Exactly. It just said umebo something. I didn't have time, but...
Yeah, sorry. I've obviously fought most of these enemies, so I'm just gonna sort of twiddle right past them. Now, I think there's some pretty good drugs that I can get to pretty easily, so I'm gonna take a brief detour to get some drugs.
This took you somewhere completely else.
This is a spinning room.
Okay.
You'll get used to it.
I see. It's just like, okay.
So those X's, some traps are visible and some traps are not visible. Any of the traps you can destroy by just attacking them, but obviously it's hard to do that when you can't see the trap. I think it might be this room that has some good drugs in it.
You know where to get your drugs.
Oh, I've been through here. That was just a damage trap.
I saw that, yeah.
Life points. This reminds me of when I last smoked mugwort mixed with weed, says Kyle in chat. That sounds about right. Did you read the manual beforehand, asked Nettie. I've been playing this for weeks with a translator. The abnormality relief medicine. So if we ever
it relieves you of this existence.
If we ever get one of the status ailments, I may not even bother to use that, depending on what the status ailment is.
This is back to the Gotsunero.
So, by the way, that weapon I've been using to destroy traps, you can, of course, also use it in battle, but the magic is usually better in my experience.
Does the weapon also require a timing calligraphy?
No. But okay. The weapon is close range. It's melee.
Gotcha.
And for that reason, it's worth it to back off and use the magic. More drugs, yes! It's even more of the health drugs. Okay, that was a decent haul of illicit drugs.
I was going to ask if there's a way to tell how much more time you have with your doping, but I'm guessing that yellow is slowly
No, it's
being
not.
replaced
It
with
actually,
green.
it just, you know that
just
you have
stops.
18 minutes. Yeah, it just stops. Can you OD, asked Nettie? Well, you can't take more than 2.
Forced lack of OD.
Forced lack of OD. So you're playing as a wizard, asked Kyle in chat.
Well, it's more like a dream wizard.
Yeah, you're in basically purgatory. You're trying
It's
to
Inception in Japan.
see the circle at the bottom right with a slightly over-sexualized woman's face in it. That is
Wait, there's a woman's face in that?
that
All
is
I see is like Jupiter.
that is the spirit that you're trying to help here.
I honestly cannot see a woman's face in that.
You'll just have to take my word for it.
I mean, I am gay, so maybe that's why.
You haven't even seen her scantily clad yet, which is, of course, a major part of this game because it's Japanese.
Yes.
It looks like a pig, says Nettie in chat. I mean,
Yeah,
all
that's
humans
what I would
basically
say.
look like pigs, so...
It's a pig / Venus.
It's a pig/fiction with a Venus. I, of course, know how to get know exactly how to get to all the stairs because I've been through here before. Come on. Load.
You know what this game is? It's if Wizardry met Inception.
Wizardry on drugs. She's laying sideways, says Van Whitman. Yes, she is. Does that make it clear?
Not for me, no.
Oops. I just declared that I know exactly where to go, and then I immediately make a wrong turn on this level.
Have you found any, like, secret hidden doors?
This whole game is secret hidden doors.
Okay.
Oops. This way. I'll just back up into it. That'll be fine. So you're in purgatory, Kyle. Oh, so it's one of those games. Now, this might be one of the higher level, tougher enemies. We're about to find out. Nope. It is a meatball.
Yeah, umebo nero. So they're all nero. I don't know what nero means, but this is not meatball. He's a sour plum.
Oh, he returned it. He returned it. That was terrible. So the attack goes 2 tiles, and the space is 4 tiles large, so you can back off far enough to not get hit if there's enough room. Like, it's, it's okay, which trap is this?
Something about drag
Drug
shield?
seal.
Oh, drug seal.
Oh
Okay.
no,
Drag
my
shield.
D's been sealed. So the bottom left, you see how the D is now amber? That means my D's been locked.
That means you can't take another drug?
That means I can't take drugs right now.
This is a Nisoji something. Probably Nisoji Neru.
You are seeing an overpowered me dealing with these enemies. It's one of those games that if you don't like it, people are just like, you just didn't get it, says Kyle in chat. This is Mercury?
Heroro. Or Heroro.
Sludge is what ChatGPT wants to translate it as.
Okay. I don't know Heroro, but
it's hetero. What?
Yeah. Hetero.
We got a vial of hetero. Okay, here's a higher level enemy. This guy's gonna. No, it isn't. No. Okay.
Gem. It's a gem azzurro. It's like an azul gem, I think.
It's a dead gem now. So the problem with magic, like, magic is usually more effective, but it's also quite slow. So if they like to, bop you, drink the sludge, says Nettie. Oh, I will if I encounter a boss, or if I run out of space. But my D's locked, so I can't drink it right now.
Are all the items drugs, or are there items that aren't drugs, like the
there
health
are
recovery?
weapons. There are the usable items are like the what am I trying to say? The expendable items are drugs.
They're all drugs. Okay.
Are all drugs.
Wow. So you can't even heal your life right now.
No, because my D's locked. So that was like the worst possible status ailment. Getting your D locked in this game is real bad.
Yeah.
Just like in real life.
Yeah. So, oh wait, it just unlocked. Okay, it just a given amount of time.
Yeah. It just takes time.
So you also have drugs that unlock, or that.
Yeah, but the
recover,
one
but
that, like, if you have that exact status
one.
ailment, then you can't take that drug. So
exactly. Does that drug exist?
Says Van Whitman.
Or is that for any? Is that drug for any status ailment?
That drug is for any status ailment.
Okay, got it.
I've only had my W and my C and my D locked, so I don't know what the other ones do.
The C and the D are pretty...
Yep, you don't want either of those locked. I don't think I have this key yet. Oh, I do have this key. Yes, I did beat the boss on this level, that's right, okay. Did the pig lady explain anything about this world and the enemies? Asked Nettie in chat. Yes, so she's trying to get her memories back so that she can, like, revive and be real again. And we are, similarly in the same sort of purgatory trap. And we don't have our memories either, but we apparently don't care.
This is Gem Azudo again.
I think there are only like 4 normal enemies and then different levels of them, and somehow I've avoided finding a higher level of any of them yet.
Okay, so probably the second part then is the level, because...
Wait, D gets locked, D unlocks itself. Is the protagonist using Viagra, as Van Whitman in chat? I don't think that Viagra would be sufficient if your D gets locked.
See, I'm not going to go into this, but... I'll just say that usually people who get their Ds locked don't want to unlock them themselves. They want that to be the job of somebody else. Well, but this was just a trap
I ran into, so presumably I didn't want my D locked. Now
I'm not gonna also... What's that?
I'm just laughing at you're avoiding that choice of turn of phrase.
Yes. So I'm also not going to say what going into a battle looks like to me.
I now see what you mean. That never occurred to me before. We can say it's a birthing allegory rather than
There we go. Yeah. I appreciate that way. It's going the other direction.
Yeah. So I haven't actually been on this level yet. Oh, these doors are locked. Interesting.
I wonder if they're one-ways or something.
Yeah, they could be. I mean, I've encountered locked doors before. Of course, all the doors on the right can go themselves because I'm following the left wall. I'm following the left wall while on the leftmost edge of this map.
So given what you said about the different levels being, or the different enemies, the enemies being mostly the same but different levels... And I noticed the second half of the enemy name seemed to be repeated a lot. I'm guessing the second half is the enemy level. That's...
Overly sexualized? Remember, this game is Japanese. The Phantom Woman, come to the world of the Heavenly Serpent. Oh, that's probably fine.
The world of the... See, there's a lot of sexual stuff in here.
The Heavenly Serpent is obviously the serpent from the Bible.
Shut up. Shut up.
The battle screen is Proctologist Simulator 1994, says Kyle. Gee, thanks. Kasa, the Heavenly Serpent? A serpent, huh? More importantly, who is she? I feel like I knew her. The Heavenly Woman, I think she's saying. So... Quite often in this game, you can actually go to the next level before, like, solving anything on the current level, just like right there. But I would rather, like, find a boss or something on this level because I'm probably not prepared for the next level yet.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not obvious, and I assume it is, the lights at the bottom left and bottom right, and the sound is an enemy detector, essentially.
I was about to say nearby monsters.
Yeah. But it also, it detects through walls and through doors and such,
yeah.
so quite often it's irrelevant. Also locked. Well, following the left wall has had useless results on this level.
One giant circle is what it means.
The few doors that are on the left are all locked. Oh,
hey,
hello.
except that one.
Weird door opening animation. Sounds like a slot machine, says Van Women. It kind of does. Here we go. Here's a higher level enemy.
It's a Katsurosso.
Dang it, that was way too early. So I have locked his weapon using my magic. But I did a terrible job, so it wasn't high enough level. As you can see, like, the higher level monsters are... Like, this is the second level, and it is hugely tougher than the level below it. Let me drink, please. Level 4. Okay, that's a pretty good weapon lock on him. One more of those ought to do it. So now you've seen what most of playing this game is. The battles... They do a good job of giving you the impression that, like, it's complex and you need to sort of strategize without actually giving you any strategic options.
Yeah.
You basically just get lucky. And have good timing, I suppose.
So it's Dragon Quest.
Katsurosho fried what, asked Van Whitman. This is for sure one of those games where you need to do very specific things on each floor or you get the garbage ending, says Nettie. Yeah, definitely. Man, imagine going back in time and explaining to the creators of Bard's Tale that this is what the games will look like in the future, says Kyle. Not all the way in this future. So this is a fancy chest. This might be a, like, ring or... Nope, it's just garbage. Great. Sometimes the fancier chests have, like, rings and other, like... permanent items rather than temporary items, but oh wait, maybe it still does. Yep, that looks like a ring to me.
So Katsuroso was that enemy's name. There's a pretty famous Studio Ghibli movie called, I think, like Porco Rosso or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I'm wondering if they're mixing like katsu, like the food item, with that character.
I mean, Rosso must be red, imported from some language, right?
Maybe.
Oh no!
Maybe?
I've run out of inventory space. Well, I don't want to discard anything just for this, but I will take more drugs to save up some space. This game has inventory management. Isn't that exciting? So that ring we picked up, the idea with the rings is while you're still in the dungeon, you can't do anything with it. It's just sort of, it's a booby prize. But once you leave the dungeon, if you, survive and work your way out of the dungeon, then you get to identify it and keep it. If you die in the dungeon, then you lose that item. Mm-hmm. It's not
You
locked,
were correct, by the way.
Yet it won't open.
At least the name Porco Rosso, the
it's from like Spanish
movie
or something.
is Italian. For red pig.
So my 18-minute life up just ran out, and as you can see, my life is a bit lower now.
Oh, and then it takes a little bit of time before you can take your next drug. I see.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. For sure, all the names are, quote, hilarious, end quote, Japanese puns, says Kyle in chat. That would make sense. Wow, another ring. That's generous.
Is that why they look kind of greenish? Because they're like, this isn't quite real in this dream world.
So, I have only ever found rings thus far. There are other there are other places on your body, but I assume you only find other things lower, and so that's the only icon I've seen. So I have no point of comparison.
It just that effect makes it look like it's kind of digital. It's another one of these guys.
I have not seen the higher level of this jerk.
Jumo something.
We're gonna see if I can back off and not get hit by that. Yes, I can. So now he's too close for me to back off. So I just had to tank
Night Shot 9.
Yeah, I got a 9. Hell yeah. Oh, so the image train or the magic training, what you do is like you build up so that you can do higher levels. Like, you always have 5 levels of a magic spell that you can do, but what 5 levels those are depend on how much training you've done. So it, like, starts out, you can do 1 to 5.
1 to 5, and then now you can do, like, 6 to 10 or something.
I think 9 is my max right now, but in that particular spell.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the idea. I've got 2 inventory slots. Is it possible to avoid battles, asks Kyle. Yes, in 2 different ways. You can run away from battles. That the enemies sort of momentarily vanish, so you can usually get away. But you can even use that to, like, run past. It's weird. Like, you can run away, but then they vanish for a moment, so you can get past them, which is slightly strange. But also, you know, they exist in the physical world, so you can just not walk up to them. Just don't battle them.
Look at all these rooms in a row.
This is, I think, just the abnormality relief medicine. If my C gets locked or my W gets locked,
if anything but your D gets locked.
If anything but my D gets locked. That's the not mini-map and is shockingly useless. Let's use this just so that I don't have the inventory space used. The letter that is locked, I think, always corresponds to an English word, not a Japanese word.
That's my interpretation. W for weapon, presumably?
Yeah, W is weapon lock, which, given that I essentially never use the weapon, is totally irrelevant to me.
So M would be very bad for you, is what you're saying.
C is actually casting lock. I have no idea what M is.
Okay. So C would be very bad for you, so you'd immediately take a drug.
Yes.
Except that you're currently using 2 of your drugs, so you just wait 10 minutes.
No. Only, so there's doping drugs and there's immediate effect drugs. Like, I just wasted a life point just to give myself some space.
Got it.
They're all drugs, but they have different... I found the first line of the Keystone spell.
It says Kisperu.
Key spell, fine, key spell. So, just in case you thought that, like, that's fitting some previous narrative and I'm supposed to know what a key spell... No. That is the first time that any such thing has been mentioned. And this screen has never looked like this before.
Yeah.
I have several keys.
Well, it said key spell, so it's probably once you find all the lines, then you can actually use the spell to unlock.
Yeah. So that is not how these keys have been acquired in the past.
Yeah.
Naturally, this game just changes the rules, because why not? LP 1000, that's a bit pointless.
Wow.
I have nothing like that much LP.
I mean, in the not too distant future.
I'm going to waste an LP 200 just to free up the inventory
Just to fit it in there.
Just to fit it in there.
A...
My D ain't locked. I'm sorry.
Yikes.
You've already missed 3 parts of the key spell on previous floors, says Nettie in chat. No chance. Oh my god.
Okay. Cone nero.
This is like the level 3 of this jerk. This is a real problem.
How do you know what level it is?
I'm just guessing based on the amount of hit points.
Right.
Like, I have not seen one this tough before. Well, whatever that is... Oh, that was him healing himself. Great.
It's always great when the enemies can heal themselves.
Yep. Super cool. In fairness, I can also heal myself because I've got plenty of drugs.
Yes.
Wow, that was level 1. That sucked. This guy doesn't seem to have magic, just drugs, so I'm not actually that concerned by him. Weirdly, the higher level versions of the same enemy...
don't do the same thing.
Yeah, they don't seem very related to each other. Like, the lower level versions of these guys have magic, and the higher level one doesn't seem to. It's very capable of blocking my magic, which is super annoying.
Mm-hmm. Just get better.
If all it's doing is blocking my magic, then I can just keep magicking. By the way, if you haven't noticed, when you use magic, it takes a little bit of life points.
I had not noticed, no.
You suffer for your craft.
Yeah. Does the amount it takes depend on what level of spell you cast?
I can't tell. It's so little that it doesn't matter one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the reason that it's so little is because you're using low-level spells. Basically, if you do a level 9, it uses 9, etc.
Well, but like even 9 would like that's nothing in my life point. Who cares?
Yeah. No, I'm not suggesting. I'm not saying that for any reason other than that would be an interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
It would imply that you'd have something to worry about leveling up your magic too much before leveling up your life, I guess is the
So you level up your life with image points, which as you can see are not especially difficult to acquire. You level up your magic with dream credits, which only happen due to events in the dungeon.
Okay, I see.
So dream credits are way, way rarer. LP 400. That's generous, ? Maybe there's a higher calligraphy seals because calligraphy seals are a thing in Japan, says Van Whitman. So you do use the calligraphy magic to seal things for your enemy. Like, that's how I'm sealing their weapons. When I'm successfully sealing their weapens. Is there like a symbol?
I think they meant calligraphy seals as in... Well,
as
maybe
in...
not, actually. No, I was going to say as in like a like the Taskmaster seal, that kind of.
Like, no, I think they meant like a seal.
Yeah.
That kind of seal.
Definitely. A barking seal.
How many image points do you need to burn them to disk? Asks Nettie in chat. Well, a standard CD of the era was 650 megs, and each image point is only 1 meg. So there you go. 1 megabyte of image. Do the math of dividing by 1. Yes. I was not expecting that door to be locked. So when a door needs the key magic that looks like digital and doesn't look like magic, it shows the animation and it just, you don't have the right key. So those doors that were locked don't need key magic. They just need to be opened from the other side or something. Man, the later Wolfenstein games got weird, says Kyle in chat. Oh, so sometimes the boxen themselves are traps, too.
By the way, just as a small little... I don't know if this is intentional. I suspect that it probably is. The symbol, the top right, the way that it's laid out looks a lot like a part of the character for bad or evil. And I think it might also be an Oni. It kind of in those characters, in those kanji characters, it kind of looks like the Roman numeral 2, I believe, or maybe 3, one of the two. But my guess is that that's intentional.
So when you start the game, you have the choice of going into the fire dungeon, the water dungeon, the wind dungeon, the dark dungeon, or the light dungeon, or something like that. I think there are only 4 choices, so definitely not that many. I chose the dark dungeon, and so
that's probably what that,
Exactly. That's probably what the shape of that is.
Yeah.
So this will be another part of the key, I guess. 4th line of the key spell. And you're not even going to show me that you also have the first, you piece of shit? Must be a monster in... Oh, it's to the left still. Whoa! Is this a hat or something? What is this?
What?
Would you like to take the armed recovery medicine? What? Armed healing. I have no clue what this is. Wait, I know exactly what that is. You only get a certain number of uses of the weapon.
Oh.
Which is vastly more than I could possibly need, so that's pointless, but...
Well, it wouldn't be pointless if you used your weapon in battle.
Yes, if I ever used my weapon ever, then it wouldn't be pointless. I'm actually going to immediately replace it with these drugs. No, I'm going to replace, since I have 3 of these recovery items, I'm going to replace that with some drugs. So, since inventory management is such a thing, basically anytime I have drugs available, I will be doping.
Yeah.
Continuous doping forever.
It's the opposite of your normal strategy, hoard everything.
Yeah,
forever.
Exactly. Huh, okay, so this is the higher level version of the nuke.
Bowling Neru. Boringuneru.
The low-level version of this uses physical attacks a lot. I think the high-level version never does, so that was pointless. Huh. Thanks for backing off to do your magic so I could easily dodge it.
It used the spell Taboo 5. Or maybe you used it, I don't know. Somebody used the spell Taboo 5.
It was Taboo 5. It would have locked my... Yeah, would have locked my weapon. See, my W's locked now. Not that I give a shit. I have no idea what the hell that was. Apparently it didn't do anything, so who cares? There's a good chance you'll have to beat all the dungeons to finish the game, says Nettie in chat. That is my assumption. Like, each dungeon will have its own ending, I'm sure, but I suspect that to get, like, the true ending, you need to do them all.
Is it going to be like a... what was that game called that you love for PlayStation?
Saga Frontier.
Where you have... Yes, the Saga Frontier of this type of game.
Line 3 of the key.
Of the key spell.
So now we just need line 2.
Yeah, presumably this is what's going to allow you to go through those doors you can't currently go through.
Well, whatever this is. LP 400? Sure, I'll replace an LP 200 with that, why not? But I feel like I've gone into all of the places, so where the hell is line 2? Yeah, because now I've gone full circle. Now this is the kind of game that would be like... Well, I can try with 3/4 of the spell, and then just some weird shit will happen. Screen flashes in a very interesting way with that door.
Maybe now all doors that are locked are like that for you. Maybe having 3 lines of the key spell means that...
Wall bumping time, says Nettie. No, look at the mini-map. This game doesn't lie to you in that way. Like, I can imagine, like, if it showed a chamber to the right, but it looked like a wall, I could imagine that being a thing, but not, like, it shows nothing to the right, so just, like, poke on the wall.
It is worth going into each of these rooms to see if there's anything behind them.
Yeah. The only problem is that some of them will have traps in them, so I might get my D locked.
I mean... It's the price you might have to pay.
Punishment worse than death. This is like if the ending of Mother 2 was a whole game, says Kyle in chat.
Yes, yes.
I mean, it has the WTF is going on energy, sure. Damn, where would line 2 be? My fear is that there's a distinct possibility that... like, these are temporary. If I get all 4, then I'll have the key no matter how many times I come into the dungeon. But if I don't, then I have nothing.
Does this one flash now? Nope, still doesn't flash.
No.
Okay.
That's even more interesting.
There was one room, if you continue clockwise around the the exterior, there was one room down there that you hadn't gone into, so you couldn't see beyond it yet. Also, I will say that whole hall that you were just in, the area to the south is not the same as the other sort of...
There's an actual room beyond that, but that's obviously the room that door goes into. So I have not in this game found any, like, secret walls. That just isn't quite the kind of bullshit this game does, as far as I'm aware. Yet. We're only on dungeon level 6.
How many dungeon levels are there?
I don't remember. The game doesn't tell you, but the translator, who goes by the moniker Ultra Healthy, by the way, so if you see the videos, he told me, but it was around like 18, 19, 20, something like that. It was something in that region. It was not like 600. Yeah, I don't think that walking into each of these is going to accomplish anything.
So the room 4, now 3 below you? 2 below you?
Yeah.
That one you haven't seen beyond the second.
Yeah. But bear in mind that is not based on anything. That's just me being confused, so...
Well, that just means you hadn't gone in there yet. But my point was, if you saw a room on the other side...
Then I would at least know that, like, something's going on.
Yeah.
Huh. That light
what's that up there?
Is not something I have witnessed before. I think it's just this from a weird angle.
Yeah.
Yay, rendering! So man, is it possible I've missed something in one of these southern chambers? I don't see how. It is possible that, like, my inventory was full, so I just ignored a chest. I don't feel like I would usually do that, but... I guess it's also possible that maybe the chests appear, that I need to recheck things because, you know, you need to get 1 or 2 lines before it'll give you a certain line or something like that. So are these closing behind me? Is that... Yeah, that's what they... Extra
yeah, they are one-ways. Okay.
So these areas are really just telling us that one-way doors exist.
Yes, yes.
Should be obvious from the tone that I have not witnessed one-way doors before.
But this one flashes. That's different.
Now,
so this is the one that's going to need that key spell, the 4 lines of the key spell. The other ones are just one-way doors.
You can use magic in the world, but it doesn't usually do anything, and usually there's a hint that it does something, and there was no hint there. I just, I'm adequately lost to go, oh, try that.